Hey everybody, it's Adam Tracy, and I just did a video about what happens when your bank account gets closed because of your crypto related activity, which if you go back and watch the video, I kind of give you an idea of your rights, why it's happening in the process and all that. But the follow-up question that I get often is what happens when I go get another account and I get denied, right? Go to open one and all of a sudden I can't get a bank account. Well, the reason is because your credit history is bad. And no, it's not your credit history as it relates to TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, and your credit score that you're very familiar with. It's your banking history. Your credit reporting agencies that you're dealing with in this context are companies like check systems and early warning systems. And they're governed, just like Equifax and the like, by the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And so you go open a bank account or seek to open a bank account at like a Wells Fargo, that inquiry, right, and the history of you opening the account or being denied will fall on your check systems and early warning systems report. And it's not unlike applying for a credit card and that inquiry, right, showing up on your TransUnion credit report. And the beauty, I guess if you want to call it that, one, it does suck, but two, the ability to clean up or correct misinformation on your check system early warning is readily available to you. And you get a lot, about credit repair and people do, and overwhelmingly it's all bullshit, right? It's all total bullshit. But done right and done properly, it can work because it's one of the very, 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 very weird areas of US law where the burden of proof is on the party reporting the information, right? So with some very well-founded, well-reasoned letters and a very, very dedicated approach to timelines, like sending everything certified, watching the deadlines and all this. And I'll put some forms up on my website, adamtracy.io. You can get information taken off, right? And a lot of it is subjective, right? In the sense that you're stating something. A lot of times the credit reporting agencies like check systems just simply don't respond in time. And by default, you can get this mark removed, right? Because check system acts as like a conduit to like a Wells Fargo or to a JPM or a Bank of America, right? You send in the dispute, they have to go back to the bank and who has to then refute what you're saying. Now, you can't just keep sending in the same letter over and over again because it's abusive and, ostensibly not even legal, but you can give it a fair go, right? And the reality is those are the markers, right? Like those are the gatekeepers between you getting a bank account and not, especially when you've been had multiple accounts closed because of like crypto or something else, right? So if you're looking for a reason why, it's check systems, early warning systems. And just like you can get, a free credit report once per year under the Fair Credit Reporting Act from, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, you can do the same with check systems and early warning. And in fact, I think you can get kind of unlimited ones. And if you get denied for an account, you can always get a free one, right? So, and a lot of times it's mechanical, like you have to mail, and they kind of do that on purpose because they don't want to give you the report or like they just don't want to deal with it, and people don't use mail, right? So that's the nuance to it. But you have to you can't start from zero, right? But if you're getting denied at bank after bank after bank, that's the reason. It's your credit reports with check systems, early warning systems. So first step, get your most current report, whether it's right after denial or you just go on their website or send them a letter. They'll get it to you, then review it, right? Check for inaccuracies because number one, it's always wrong, right? There's always going to be something that's not you or just flat out incorrect because it's a wildly imperfect situation, right, and system. And then two, look at the reasons, look at the error codes, look at why they're doing it, and then follow the guidelines in terms of setting the right letter and imposing that 30-day deadline. They do get an opportunity for an extension, but not too long. And then be meticulous in terms of when deadlines expire. That's why you have to send everything certified mail. You literally have to count the days, because then you have to put them on notice, them being the CRAs, that, hey, the time's up, the item has not been refuted, and therefore it needs to be removed from my report. So rather than talk about it for like 80 minutes where it won't make any sense, I'll put some basic forms and an outline up on my website, Tracy, Tracy.io. Check it out. If you have questions, hit me up, Adam@adamtracy.io. Happy to help in any way that I can, and I'll talk to you next time. Cheers.